This is breaking news.
Sick of Apple dominating messaging? Blame American Idol. No matter what smartphone you own, you've probably thought a lot about messaging lately. Whether it was Google's Get the Message campaign, Apple finally announcing planned support for RCS, or all of those unofficial iMessage clients on Android, the simple act of mobile communication has been surprisingly controversial. If you're frustrated over the current state of messaging in the US, I'm here to tell you exactly who you can blame. Simon Cowell, stay with me. Anyone who watched American Idol during its heyday, or really, anyone who was around for its era as a cultural juggernaut, likely remembers that voting primarily took place over texting. What you might not remember 20 years on, though, is that texting wasn't the original default way to place your votes. It came by way of a partnership with AT&T, one that changed how people in the US use their phones forever. Follow me down this very serious, not silly at all rabbit hole and find out exactly why we're all stuck in today's messaging hell. It's hard to remember, but voting for your choice in American Idol via text message only arrived in the second season of the show. In season 1, all Hulu voting was conducted through a toll-free hotline available for a few hours after the show aired, when AT&T joined as a sponsor for the show's second season. A true smash success that cemented the reality show as one of the most popular in television history. It was the gateway to texting for millions of people in the US. That's no exaggeration. Although plenty of AT&T's press releases from that 2002 to 2003 season are lost to time, you can still find comments from those early years of American Idol. In 2004, right as Fantasia Barrino was crowned the winner of Season 3, Andrew Dahan, then president of AT&T's Mobile Multimedia Services, declared American Idol the seminal event that got mainstream American text messaging. The numbers back him up. In 2000, the average U.S. adult was sending just 35 text messages per month. That's about one a day, presumably asking for the recipient to call them on their cell phone. American Idol, though, managed to draw in 7.5 million text message votes in its second season, just from the semi-final performances onward. And in 2004, right as AT&T was celebrating its success with the show, the carrier also highlighted that more than 40% of voters had never sent a single text message before Idol. Naturally, this meant every cellular provider had to try their hand at sponsoring a successful television program. Virgin Mobile followed suit with a special category at the MTV Movie Awards, while Cricket Wireless had Survivor viewers voting for a second fan-picked winner from Survivor All-Stars. It was Rupert, obviously. And American Idol's messaging success even extended beyond reality TV, directly inspiring text-to-donate relief efforts in the aftermath of Hurricane Katrina. Of those three shows alone, Idol and Survivor had between 25 and 28 million viewers tuning in for their respective finales, while MTV pulled another 10 million for its awards. Even accounting for shared audience members between all three programs, it's a huge group of people being persuaded to pull out their phones. It can't be understated just how successful these campaigns were at pushing people to text. By 2008, just as the modern smartphone era was beginning to blossom, AT&T and Fox announced more than 78 million votes had been cast via text message. In less than a decade, these carriers had utilized partnerships with fan-favorite programs to turn America into a text-first society. Phone calls were on their way out, and sliding RTE keyboards were in. But remember, texting wasn't free. Sending and receiving messages could cost as much as 10 cents each direction, and even when you're stuck slowly typing on T9 keypads, that gets expensive fast. In response to the demand they created, U.S. carriers swept in with the best deal imaginable: unlimited texting for an additional fee per month. By 2007, mere weeks before the original iPhone hit store shelves, Verizon and AT&T were in the midst of rolling out competing texting plans, all while Singular made advertising history with its optional add-on package. So where does iMessage come into all of this? Well, thanks to those unlimited texting plans, SNS alternatives like WhatsApp didn't catch on the way they did in regions like Europe, where texting remained an expensive proposition. So when Apple launched its iOS-exclusive messaging protocol in 2011 alongside iOS 5, it wasn't seen as a late competitor to the scene. In the US, it effectively acted as a free upgrade to texting designed exclusively for iPhone owners, especially when you consider how iMessage relies on the same phone number everyone was already used to using for SNS.